Hello, everybody, and good evening. This is Dawn with Generational Wealth Solutions, and I want to talk to you guys tonight about being ready and why that is so very important. Yesterday, I'm also a mobile notary out here in Clark County, Nevada. Yesterday, I got a call from a family who needed a notary because the mom is very ill, and she is, getting ready to transition into the ancestral realm. And the mom didn't have life insurance, didn't have any sort of powers of attorney or anything that was needed to be able to transfer things to other family members. And so, the family contacted me through a friend that let them know that I am a mobile notary out here. So they contacted me, and I went out to help them notarize the documents that they needed to make sure that they are able to do things on her behalf before she departs. And so anytime I sit down with anybody when I'm doing mobile notary stuff, I also let them know that I do life insurance. And then in talking to them, I found out, that the mom didn't have life insurance. So now the whole family, of course, has to dip into their savings to pay for the funeral. Well, I take that back. I'm sorry. She did have, I think they said about $10,000, which of course is not really enough for a funeral. On average, across the United States, the average funeral is anywhere from 12,000 to 25,000, depending on where you live. And we live out here in Las Vegas, so of course $10,000 is not going to pay for a funeral for their mother. So now they have to go into their savings because she does not have adequate life insurance. And I say that because oftentimes our families either, think they have enough, or they're not even thinking about it at all. So we have to get prepared now. Talking about death, talking about life insurance is a very unpleasant subject. Trust me, I understand this. This is what I do for a living. So I know that. But let me tell you what, if you have that uncomfortable 30-minute to 2-hour conversation, depending on how many family members are being helped and what all everything entails, if you go ahead and have that conversation, in advance, you never have to have that conversation again. Why? Because you already have everything set up and taken care of, versus not having anything set up. And when the time comes, your family cannot even grieve properly because they are sitting here trying to figure out how they're going to come up with X amount of dollars to make sure they can pay for your homegoing. So this is why being prepared and getting things lined up now, when you are of sound mind, of sound thought, of sound mind and body is how they put it. When you have the capability to make all of these decisions, make them now. Get your plan in place now so we can put an end to the GoFundMe culture, or so our family members do not have to dip into their savings account, because I guarantee you, they're not saving money to pay for funerals. They're saving money because they want to either leave that money behind to some loved ones, or they're trying to do something with it, or they're trying to have an emergency fund. Whatever the case may be, they're not saving money for a funeral. And think about it this way. If you could transfer that risk to make sure that your family doesn't have to dip into their savings, but know that an insurance company is going to pay that out so that they don't have to dip into their savings, they're going to get this tax-free check from an insurance company because you took the time to sit down and have that 30 minutes or 2-hour conversation with a broker, and you put a solid plan in place with your life insurance to make sure that they didn't have to dip into their savings, or they didn't have to do a car wash or a GoFundMe or anything like that. So get prepared, because guess what? The younger and healthier you are when you start a policy, the less expensive it's going to be. And again, I've talked about this before on another video. How you determine how much life insurance you actually need is by doing a financial needs analysis to make sure that you have enough life insurance to cover all your assets and all your debts that's going to be left behind. So get prepared. We got to stop putting this kind of stuff off, because it's too important of a thing for us to make sure that we have in order to wait. It's too important to wait. There was a gentleman out here that passed away 2 years ago. He was in a fatal car accident. He and his wife, I know them, And the wife, 2 weeks before his car accident, the wife and the kids had gotten life insurance, and he was going to do his 2 weeks later. But prior to him being able to have that appointment and sit down with a broker, he was in a fatal car accident. He didn't have life insurance. The only good thing about his situation was he was so well known in the community that they had raised the money, everything that they needed for his funeral in a matter of 2 days. And sometimes a lot of people are not that fortunate to have that kind of community support rally behind them to make sure that this gets done. But if we put plans in place, guess what? You never have to worry about that. You take that risk, you take that burden off your family, you put it on the insurance company who is going to pay out when the time comes. So today's message to you guys is to be prepared. You have been listening to Dawn with Generational Wealth Solutions. You can find me on Instagram, Generational Wealth Solutions LLC, all one word. Or you can find me on Facebook, Generational Wealth Solutions, an Equus Financial affiliate. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and please share this video. Please have this conversation with your loved ones because it is that important. Love and light to you all. And again, don't forget to like and subscribe to my video channel, you guys.